Spicy 4K action.
What's going on, everybody? Spicy 4K action back with you again. Happy Friday to you all. Hard to believe that tomorrow is going to be April 1st. So I thought today I would do a video of just everything I picked up for the month of March. As far as new releases go, I know it was a big month as far as, Rocky, getting those steelbooks, which I got. But other titles, I really didn't go all out. There's a couple new ones that I got for March, but compared to previous months, this was definitely a lighter one for me on the new releases, as a lot of the stuff towards the end of the month, I'm just holding off on. I don't know if I'm not going to get it. It's just not day one buys for me. But either way, I got a lot of stuff here regardless, so let's go ahead and get started and get through it. So I kind of have these in order by when I got them. They're not 100% accurate, but they're really, really close, so bear with me. First thing I picked up, though, for the month was actually two steelbooks, but we'll show off this one first. And we got the Air Force One on 4K. Awesome steelbook. This steelbook looks so freaking nice in person. I can't say enough good things about it. I did put this movie in, but I didn't finish it. I fell asleep and I haven't put it in since, but definitely gonna, it's high on my rewatch list to watch, very soon. So that's Air Force One. And then, of course, that other steelbook that came out the same week, Mask of Zorro. This is so freaking good. I hadn't seen this movie in forever. Maybe the theaters, it's hard to say, but I totally forgot Anthony Hopkins was in this. This is such a freaking good movie. I loved it. Had a great time with it. 4K looks great. The steelbook looks nice, too. Highly, highly recommend. Mask of Zorro. Of course, the other steelbook that came out, and this was the new release as well as those other two, and that's, of course, Rocky 2. I did watch this. The 4K releases look good. I know there's some people are complaining about some audio issues. I haven't noticed anything, but Rocky 2 steelbook, nice to have in the collection. That first week of March, Shout Select was doing some sales, and honestly, these are my first Shout Select titles ever. I have a couple of steelbooks, the Transformers animated movie. I guess that's a Shout Select title, but I haven't gotten their just standard releases, I guess you would say. So the first one I did get was Oliver Stone's Platoon. Really, really enjoyed this movie. I had never seen this. Yeah, I really do like this Wolverine. Not my top 5 or top 10 probably, but another great telling of the Vietnam War and just the horrible things that happened. But William Dafoe is incredible in this. Tom Parenter, just asshole in this, but super, super good movie. I did like that. This movie I had seen, but it's been a while, and it's the price they had on, I wanted to get it. Used Cars. If you haven't seen this, is a really funny, underrated 80s movies with Kurt Russell. Yeah, this is just a lot of fun. Definitely highly recommend Used Cars. All right, the last things I picked up that first week, I did get the Metalocalypse Season 4 Blu-ray, which I've shown off before. Love that show. And I did get Lost Season 6. I have never seen Lost except for maybe the first episode, but this was just a killer deal. Forget how much this was, but I did pick it up. Still in the plastic. Need to get the other seasons. I'm not going to start on Season 6, so... There is that one. All right, getting into, I guess you would call the next week of releases, or stuff I got for the next week as I reconfigure everything. New release for the week was The Core. This movie. Yeah, this movie is pretty bad. It's just ridiculous. The story's ridiculous. The CGI in this looks pretty bad. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. It was a fun watch. Will I watch this again? Hard to say. But $20 with the slipcover. Got the Blu-ray and the digital. It's okay. But yeah, it's just hard to say if I'm gonna rewatch this. So we'll see on that one. The other new release for week 2 was, of course, Rocky 3 steelbook. Very, very nice. Not my favorite Rocky by any means, but another nice looking steelbook. So glad to have that. The rest of these are all Blu-rays. A lot of these were picked up for Tim Talks Talkies Top 25 90s list. I didn't have a lot of these movies, but I needed them in my collection because they're some of my favorites. So I did pick up South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. I picked up Happy Gilmore. I picked up Armageddon. Mars Attacks, Basketball, The Burbs. This was a first time watch for me. I did enjoy this. This was a crazy, kooky movie. And then A Haunted House, just a stupid spoof comedy, you know, making fun of haunted house movies and Paranormal Activity. Pretty ridiculous, to say the least. All right, getting into week 3 there. Again, this is not totally accurate, but I believe this would be March 21st. New release was Babylon on 4K. I highly, highly recommend this. The 4K looks absolutely incredible. The Steelbook is not bad itself either. You can flip it around any direction. But the music, I've said it before and I'll say it again, the music's just incredible. I listen to the soundtrack for this all the time while I'm working, so I love it. You know, does it drag? Is there parts in it that don't need to be there? Yes. Is it way too long? Yes. But I still have a great time with this. Seen that movie twice now. This was a new release a couple months ago, but I hadn't picked it up. But they did come out with a sale, so I picked it up. And this is Coraline on Steelbook. Very, very nice looking Steelbook, and this was a first time watch for me, and I really did like this movie. It was kind of weird, but yeah, no, the animation was great, the story was great. Yeah, definitely be rewatching this, and there's a lot of good special features on here. And this is another Shout Factory title, so another one that I have, but again, the used cars and Platoon are the only regular releases that I got from them. Another Steelbook. I then went on to Groove and picked up a bunch of 4Ks so that were on sale. Got Ip Man, great movie. If you like martial arts, highly recommend. Ip Man 2, another really, really great movie. And then Ip Man 3, just watched this on Sunday. It is really good. It's not as good as the first 2 in my opinion. It does have Mike Tyson in it if you're into that, but Donnie Yen, I mean, you can't beat Donnie Yen as Ip Man. This was a I don't know what you would call it. God, I can't even think. It doesn't matter. I picked up 10 Commandments on Steelbook. This is a double dip. I couldn't even freaking think of the words. I already have the slipcover edition, but this was on sale for like $15. Thought I'd pick it up. And the big thing about this one is this actually comes with the 1923 original version of the movie, where the slipcover version does not. So this is a 4-disc set. The slipcover version is 3 discs. So very nice to have that in the collection. I also picked up the Christmas classic Holiday Inn, which I still have not seen. Not sure if I'm going to watch it before Christmas or if I'm going to wait. But as of right now, I haven't seen it yet. So looking forward to that one. And then the last thing I picked up just from eBay, just to, you know, close out some of the seasons that I have. But this is Workaholics Season 1 and 2, the combo doggy. So both Season 1 and Season 2 in here. So now I have Seasons 1 through 4 for Workaholics. Just a fun, you know, put on at the end of the night to fall asleep to. But it is laugh out loud funny for sure, but not for everyone. All right. Getting down to the crunch of things here. So the next week, new releases that we got is going to be Rocky 4 Steelbook. Really, really like the artwork on this. The flag, really love this. I still have yet to watch either cut of this movie, so I am lagging on that. It is very high on my watch list. So that is coming, but as of right now, I haven't seen it. Rocky 4 though, Steelbook, glad to have it in the collection. And then the other new release that I just picked up for that week was the Rick and Morty Season 6 Steelbook, which gives me Season 4, 5, and 6 on Steelbook. This Steelbook, as you can see, is pretty plain Jane as it gets. It is pretty weak compared to the other artwork that they have, so I'm not impressed with that. But all in all, you know, it's a solid release. And hopefully they release the other seasons on Steelbook someday. That'd be nice. All right, another couple movies I picked up, or this one I definitely picked up from Groove, but that is the 4K of Smokey and the Bandit. I've always wanted to pick this up, just held off, and then went into Best Buy a few weeks ago and I saw they still had slip covers for these, so I knew getting it on Groove I still would get that nice cream slip, and I did. So happy to have that one in the collection. I also picked up Saving Private Ryan because for whatever reason I did not have this in my collection at the time. You can see it's still in the plastic, but I've seen this movie so many times. But yeah, I just needed to get the 4K. You know, I have been holding out, hoping that they come out with some sort of special edition or something. But I'll have to wait, I guess. So I just went and got this just because I needed it for the top 25 90s movies list. Another movie I picked up from Groove, you had to buy a certain amount, pick up a certain amount of titles, and this was just a throw-in at the last second. It's a movie I enjoy. I've seen it many times. A lot of people don't like this movie for whatever reason, but I enjoy it. It's a quick, easy watch for me, and that is Lucy on 4K. Happy to have that one. And then I did also pick up MacArthur, Gregory Peck. So another World War II type movie, also covers the Korean War. But haven't seen it yet. High on my list to watch, so looking forward to that. All right, guys, down to the last stack for the month of March. I also picked up The Family Man, just a holiday classic for Christmas. Yeah, already thrown this one in. Didn't finish it. So that's the thing. If you follow me on Letterboxd, and I say I watch a movie and then you don't see it on Letterboxd, it's because I probably didn't finish the movie. I only put on Letterboxd movies that I watch all the way through. If I fall asleep or get up and go do something, I don't put it on there. So just FYI on that. But Family Man, great, great movie. I also picked up the Rush Hour trilogy on Blu-ray. Needed the first one for the top 25 90s list, but nice to have this in the collection. This is a nice little set. Of course, it'll probably get a 4K now, but that's okay. This was really, really cheap. All right. I don't know if anyone knows of this show. It was on FX or Spike 10, 15 years ago. I mean, if you were young, a college kid, or just out of high school at this time, or even in high school, you might have enjoyed this. Maybe not so much getting older, but this was just nostalgic for me, and I really, really enjoyed it. Found it on eBay for really cheap, and that is Blue Mountain State Season 1. This show is just so freaking ridiculous. Again, another adult-oriented show that's not for everyone, but a lot of laughs in this for sure. All right. Yeah, and all these other ones are just picks I just wanted to pick up. These are nostalgic picks up for me. They're all Blu-rays. First one, Anaconda. This was at Best Buy for $3.99. I had to get it again. It's been so long since I've seen this movie. I remember enjoying it so much, so I had to pick this one up. I also picked up a 3-movie set. If you've seen some of my other earlier hauls, I did pick up Scary Movie 4, thinking that was one of my favorite, scary movies. And it turned out to be the wrong one. So I found this on sale, and I picked up the 3-movie set of Scary Movies with Scary Movie, Scary Movie 2, and Scary Movie 3. Now, unfortunately, well, maybe not unfortunately, but the Scary Movie 3 is Scary Movie 3.5, which is the unrated version and not the theatrical cut. So I'm not sure how that differs. I believe I saw Scary Movie 3 in the theaters because it did come out as PG-13, whereas the other two were rated R right off the bat. So I'm not sure if 3.5 is going to be different than what I remember, but I know Scary Movie 3 is one of my favorites, or the one that I grew up with. I did watch Scary Movie last night and had a blast with it, but it wasn't as good as Scary Movie 3 in my opinion. But it's just fun watching them make fun of these old scary movies, especially now that we have these movies in 4K. It's just great. Anyway, nice little 3-movie set there. And then these last two Family Guy animated movies, couple years ago, like 10 years ago, they did, God, it's been even longer than that. It was probably 2007, 2008 when Family Guy did their first Star Wars animated movie, where they were making fun of the first original Star Wars. And then they came out with something Dark Side, which is making fun of Empire Strikes Back. This is so freaking good. And I got this on eBay. You can see this is an embossed, glossy slipcover. Really nice to have that. This movie is so freaking good. If you like Star Wars, you like Family Guy, you got to check these out. I'm sure you have. They've been out forever, but I just needed them in the collection. And then I did get the Return of the Jedi one, which is called It's a Trap. This one is not as good as the first two by any means, but it's still solid in its own regards. They even poke fun of it at the beginning in the Star Wars lettering, that they didn't put much effort into this one. I'm looking for a slipcover for this. I've seen a couple of the original Blue Harvest, which is that first Star Wars Family Guy. They are selling them on eBay with slips, so I might get one, because that is the next movie I need to get. But this one needs a slipcover as well. So that's it, guys. That's everything I picked up for the month of March. It is quite a bit. Just know that a lot of these Blu-rays are under $5 for the most part, unless they're like a 3-film set. That 3-film set for Scary Movie was like $10, and I believe the Rushmore trilogy on Blu-ray was $14.99. So that was the most expensive Blu-ray that I had gotten in there. So just something to note. Groove has some awesome deals when it comes to Blu-rays, so I would definitely look there, as they have a big catalog of titles. But yeah, I mean, just looking around Blu-ray.com, Best Buy, you're gonna find some good stuff. So looking forward to the month of April. I do have a couple of titles coming in this weekend, but because it's gonna be April, I'm gonna include them on next month's, even though they did release in March. So all good there. But yeah, super excited, looking forward to April. A lot of good classic movies coming to 4K. You got Cool Hand Luke, Rebel Without a Cause, The Maltese Falcon, just to name a few. I know 12 Angry Men's coming out. I don't know if Night of the Hunter's coming out this month or not, but a lot of good stuff coming out. So super excited and can't wait. So hope everyone has a great weekend, and we'll see you on the next one.